Hey everyone, welcome back. Glad to have you here for a new pick a card reading. We are doing a viewer requested. I did get a few more viewer requests that have been kind of trickling in, so I have added those to my list. I have a special pick a card that I'm going to be doing next month that I have planned for as well. So I think you guys will be good on the pick a cards. So this pick a card reading I really wanted to do, and there's kind of a very special reason for me doing it. It is a viewer request from Brandelyn. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, Marie. And the reason is that she has been a subscriber of this channel since like the very beginning, which I mean hasn't been that long, but starting out, it's something that's kind of special to me. So that's really the main reason why this is a little bit more special, and I hope she enjoys it. And I hope the rest of you enjoy it, of course. So the request was, what do I need to do in this connection right now? What moves should I take, if any? So I had to play with it in my mind. How was I going to go about doing this reading? And that's probably why the title is different from what the request was. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a look at what's going on in your guys' connections to kind of get an idea of what advice and what you need to do in your connection. And so the way that I wanted to look at it, I split it up into two parts as far as what does your person want you to do, but then what is it that spirit wants you to do, and see if there's a matchup or if it's different, and kind of go from there. I am throwing in songs because I had fun. I have fun with those, and I know you guys, it seems like you guys really enjoyed those too, so I wanted to do the songs again. I have 4 piles for you guys to choose from, beginning on the left with Teal, Agate. I hate saying the name. It's like Agate, but it's Agate. And then we have Obsidian. We have this Dalmatian looking stone, which is actually called, where is it? Sesame stone. Sorry, I killed an ant right now. And then we have Lapis Lazuli for pile 4. So timestamps are in the description box, so if you don't want to go to the very bottom and look at everyone else's comments and kind of want to wait till the end, you can. If you prefer looking in the comment section, that is fine as well. But 4 piles, I will meet you at whichever pile you choose. Hi, pile 1. You guys are the Teal Agate pile. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. If you have been subscribed, if you are a recent subscriber, it doesn't matter. Thank you for your support. Thank you for tuning in to this pick a card reading. I truly appreciate it. Today's pick a card is a viewer requested. And if you skip through the intro, I'm gonna say it again just because it is something that, like I was saying, this is a little bit of a special request because it did come in from brandelynmarie, who has been one of my most supportive subscribers, and she is from the very beginning. Probably, I don't know, I'd probably have to go back and look through the comments or whatever, but she's been very supportive, so I really did want to do her request. I kind of tried to get the other ones that had a little bit more votes, and I was torn on how I was going to do this reading. And the request that she had was, what do I need to do in this connection right now? What moves should I take, if any? I wanted to figure out how I was going to do this so that it could be a little bit more, maybe not open-ended, or a little bit more interesting, I guess. Not just kind of get like, this is what you need to do, and you know, I didn't want to kind of give you guys that feel. So I have it broken up into 4 parts, this reading. So we're going to take a look at what's going on in your connection first. What does your person want you to do in this connection will be the second part. The third part will be, what does spirit say you need to do in this connection? And then we will end with the songs, because like I was saying, I really enjoyed doing it in this last reading pick card that I did. And I think you guys did too as well, so that was a lot. So that's enough of that, right? Let's get started. As you can see, I have oracle cards. Everything is sorted out. The songs is the only thing that's going to be happening at the end. So let's see. These are your spirit advice. These cards are what your person wants you to do. And your tarot cards is what's going on in your connection. So pile 1, let's take a look. 10 of Swords. The 4 of Pentacles. The Moon. And we have the 7. Sorry, I thought there was something underneath. The 7 of Pentacles. So there is, half of the cards are Earth, so Earth energy is heavily present for you guys. And that might be your person or in your chart, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We also do have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we do have Pisces here. For me, the moon is also Scorpio because we do have the, I don't know, it reminds me of a scorpion for some reason, but Pisces. So we do have some water energy here as well. So pile 1, it feels like you guys have been going through, it with your person. It seems like either a cycle has ended, has recently ended, you're getting close to this completion. It feels like both of you are just worn out, exhausted. But I'm getting that neither of you really wants to let go of the other one, you know, but there's fears, there's insecurities, there's just not wanting to lose the other person. And I didn't ask, like, what is your person's energy? When I pulled the tarot cards, the question is what's going on in your connection. So it does seem here, though, that even though this cycle is ending, both of you still are wanting this connection and wanting to work to fix things, to figure things out. So it just feels like you guys have gone through the ringer, honestly. And I'm not going to say that this is, you know, it's not one of the happiest spreads. But with this card at the end here, it seems like even though you guys have gone through it, there's still a desire to want to put effort into making things work out. And I just feel like both of you are kind of scared about losing the other one. It's like, okay, what can I do? So let's see what your person wants you to do as far as this connection goes. And we'll take a look at what Spirit says you need to do. So these are the Oracle cards. Positivity. If you can, and even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to see the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, and even the hardest situations. And then let's get your other two. So, Destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. That's the light attributes. Well, let's take a look at the shadow. Intoxication with destructive power. Destroying others' dreams or potential. The Fool. Light attributes. Fearlessly revealing emotion. Helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. The Shadow attributes. Using humor to wound rather than liberate. Denial of your emotional truth. Okay, so we're gonna get real, pile 1. And I'm so sorry. I don't like coming off like the negative. I'm just here to try to help you guys, okay? And so this one's, I think that's why I needed to think about how I was going to do this reading, because I didn't want it to be like I'm coming at you, you know, because I feel like I don't mean to. So if I do come at you this way and it seems like that, I'm sorry, that's not the intention. So please forgive me if I do. I'm just going to kind of go with it. I'm going to ask my spirit guides and angels to help me with this one because I'm going to need it. So this is what your person wants you to do in the connection, pile 1. They want you to be more positive. I'm getting the impression that you might kind of joke at this person, but it might be in a mean way. And for some of you, I don't think that it's where you're trying to do it that way. I mean, some of you, you're probably like, no, I tried to do it that way. Like, if you're being straight up honest, I feel like you're going to say that. But it may not be something that you're kind of aware of, or you're kind of walking on eggshells, so you try to joke it off, make it come off as a joke so it's not as bad to your person. So it's like, I think what it comes down to, what I'm getting with these cards is just being more playful, being more optimistic. I'm hearing trusting them. I feel like you need to trust this person more. They don't feel like you trust them. And maybe that's why this Ten of Swords is here. And it could be vice versa too. It might be where you don't trust them either, pile one. I don't know, maybe I would do it for them, what they need to do, but then it's like, well, they're not the ones watching, you know, and I don't know if you can force them to watch it. I don't know if you have that kind of connection with them. I'm sorry. I know this one's going to be a heavy one. Let me go to the Destroyer. Releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. What I'm getting is that you might hold back your emotions. You might be, because you have the Moon here, and that you might be afraid to really express how you're truly feeling. And so you might do it in a humorous way. So it's like you're saying it, but you're not really saying it. And your person realizes that, like, you kind of let it all, maybe a little bit passive aggressive, I guess, is what you can say with it. And that's kind of what the Destroyer is. Like, once you have all these emotions building up, it's like you just erupt and you just go for it. And yeah, it's hard. I'm destroying others' dreams or potential. Some of you, I don't feel like this is going to apply to everybody. Maybe it is where you're not as supportive as they want you to be. So that might be something, you know, even if their dream sounds really crazy or it's just way out there, maybe just being a little bit more supportive might help them. And this is just for some of you. So, oh, this reading, I don't know. I don't know. It's intense. It's intense. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to do, pile one. Birth, rebirth. Very fitting. Giving and receiving. Okay. Birth and rebirth, really what I think is that with the Ten of Swords here, like I was talking about that cycle, it's not just for your relationship, it's also a personal ending of your own cycle. I'm going to struggle with this reading for every pile, I think. I hope not, but you guys really just have to be open to starting new with an optimistic approach. Stay positive that things will work out. If, you know, and with the relationship, I don't know how serious these guys, you know, you guys are with your person and how deep it is or whatnot. But it's just stay positive that no matter who you end up with, if it is this person or if it's not this person, that you are going to be taken care of. Everything is going to be okay. The giving and receiving, let me read this card. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale give or only inhale receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. It might be, pile one, that you tend to overgive. It's something that many people do. You want to provide, kind of just be there for your person, you know, and it might be where maybe you were the only one who was putting in the effort, you know, and this person wasn't. And so there needs to find, in this connection, the advice from Spirit on what you need to do is allow them to give to you, because you deserve to be given just as much as you do with your giving. So give and receive. It's back and forth between the two of you in this connection, and that'll help out. Yeah, this reading is going to be intense for you guys. Let me see if there's anything else I can pick up on. It might be that they express more of their emotions than you do. Or it might be that both of you are kind of closed off, like, because all the stuff that's been going on, all these, like, hidden fears, illusions, secrets that might be in your connection right now, pile one. It's where maybe it's closing off, creating more of a distance between the two of you, and it's where neither of you might be giving, and it's just kind of like, well, hands up in the air, like, what, you know, what is there left to do here, kind of thing. So it is really up to you. Is this person someone that is for more of a long term, or is this just kind of like, this isn't really the person for me kind of thing? So you do have the birth and rebirth card from Spirit. Regardless of what happens, I feel like that can be just personal for you. Even though something ends, a new thing will begin. It's just the cycle of life, you know? So really the Fool, you just have to kind of express yourself. It might be where, you know, both of you are holding the mask. You know, holding on the mask as to what both of you are truly feeling, and not having that, you know, not having that open line of communication with each other, because that's just, it all begins with communication, you know. It's like, how can you build trust? How can you build a connection without really communicating with each other? A lack of communication doesn't really allow, and that's just with any type of relationship, not just a romantic partnership. So I do feel like that's kind of the case. Like, you carry on this happy mask, like everything's okay, and you're just, you know, some of you might be those people who are just like, who say like, oh, I'm okay, when someone asks, I'm okay, I'm okay. And yet inside you're just dying to say, no, I'm not okay, and yet you won't say it. And so go ahead and allow yourself to express how you truly feel with this person. If it is where you want to work out, you know, want it to work out with them, you know, go ahead and do that. And that's where I'm going to kind of leave it. Let me do the songs. As far as what their feelings are. Let's do what they're feeling as far as the song. So, pile 1. No, no, no. Destiny's Child. Somehow I feel like that is going to apply. Like, you say one thing and then you mean the other. So, I know this is an intense one, you guys. I'm going to do a lighthearted one tomorrow or something, because, right? I don't know if you guys are ready for it. I don't think I was ready for this type of reading. Us by James Bay. There are some songs in here. I really don't know the lyrics. That's actually probably one of them. I think I've seen the lyrics maybe once or twice, and that's why it's in here. So if you guys want to look up the lyrics for that one, or if you already know it, then great. Oh, Apologize. Timbaland featuring One Republic. Yeah, I feel like there's just that moon energy and that Ten of Swords. Is, ooh, you guys have a heavy one here. And I feel like that song really does fit. Let's do 2 more. I have enough songs for each pile, so. What do I got here? I just want 1. Oh, Angel of Mine by Monica. That's a beautiful song, too. One more, and then I'll close out your reading, pile 1. All of Me by John Legend. So it is the songs, and this is what they're feeling right now. I feel like this one is very fitting for you, pile 1. Got some good songs, for sure. Let me know. I know this one might be a little bit heavy, you guys. I feel it. I feel just the heaviness. I feel like the Ten of Swords energy right now. It's really hard, so just, you know, take what resonates. Again, if I came off, I'm trying not to come off a certain way, because I know this is a little bit tougher for me to say to you guys. I feel like I'm almost like the deliverer of bad news almost, but I'm not trying to be that way. So if it came off in a wrong tone or anything like that, I do apologize. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do that with this type of reading. I'm trying to be as sensitive as I can to all of you. And so, and I know with this kind of reading, but let me know if it resonates, if the songs, if anything, at least the songs was the good part of it, the best part, I think. But if it does help you, then that's really all reading is for. It is to help you guys. And I know sometimes we just don't want to face the truth sometimes. Or it might be that maybe just certain parts of this fits. If you were drawn to another pile, then certainly go for it. Unless this was just enough for you, and I do not blame you. And I will probably see you on the next pick a card reading, which I am going to do, like I said, I'm going to do a more lighthearted one tomorrow. I think this one is going to be intense. I have 3 more to get to. So pile 1, thank you again so much for your time. I truly appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, and if you do subscribe, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card. And that is what I have for you, pile 1. So thank you guys again. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Hello pile 2, welcome to your pick a card reading. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. If you have been subscribed to my channel, regardless of when you subscribed, thank you guys so much for your support. I truly appreciate it more than you guys realize. You guys are the Obsidian pile. Obsidian is actually one of my favorite stones because of it's a little bit more stronger than some of them, and it helps with all the negative energy. So I do have 2 Obsidians. I have a raw one, and then this is the polished one. Even though the polished one has like a X on it, which is kind of weird. So I don't know. But today's pick a card reading is a viewer requested from brandelynmarie, who has been one of my most supportive, very supportive subscribers from the very beginning. Well, since I started my channel. Not like I've been on YouTube for a long time, but anyway, she has been supportive from the beginning of this channel, let me say it that way. And so that's why I really wanted to do this reading. And so the request that she had made was, what do I need to do in this connection right now? What moves should I take, if any? So I didn't want to just kind of come at you guys in a certain way, because I feel like when you ask the cards, you get what you want. I have pulled for myself, and let me tell you, some of the stuff is not easy to swallow, so I get it. And so I kind of had to take my time thinking, how was I going to do this reading? How am I going to get this to you guys? And so what I ended up deciding was that I was going to split it up into 3 parts, and well, 4 parts. The first part being what is going on in your connection, kind of get a feel for what's going on, what's happening. Then we're going to take a look at what does your person want you to do. So what do they think that you need to do in this connection? Then we'll take a look at what Spirit says you need to do in this connection. And to end it off, we have songs again, and I feel just because I love doing it in the last reading, and I just wanted to do it again, so I'm doing it. And I think with this type of reading, we need that little bright spot at the end to end things with. So enough of that. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you guys for tuning in again. I really appreciate it. We're going to take a look. So let me show you here. You can see in the corner. These are going to be your guidance, what Spirit says you need to do. Those are the oracle cards. Down here is what your person wants you to do. And let's see what's going on in your connection. Pile 2. So we have the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the World, and the Page of Swords. So there is a lot of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius present here. Actually, Aquarius is present because with the World card we do have Aquarius, we have Scorpio, we have Leo and Taurus, and we also have some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So Taurus and Aquarius are heavily present here. So that might be on your person's side or your side, you know, either or, maybe that's what comes through. I don't know what's going on with your with all these connections. It seems like, you know, the 7 of Swords, I don't like that in the readings. So a major shift from the last pick a card reading. This one is a little bit more worse deception. I feel like I'm getting that it's going to be your person, hasn't been completely honest, hasn't been upfront, hasn't completely been open there's been maybe some lying, maybe they've been sneaking, creeping. Creeping would probably fit because you have the Page of Swords here. I almost feel like this is their energy and this is your energy, is what I'm getting. I kind of feel like this person has not been completely honest with you, and they kind of just want to come in and apologize, make things right. And yellow is like hope and optimism and that everything will be okay. And then over here I feel like, nah, it's over kind of energy. And like, look, you come at me, I'm ready to go. I got my sword up. And that's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. I feel like this side is a little bit more defensive, and I feel like this one's like, I know I messed up, please forgive me, kind of is what I get. And it might be, I mean, is it completely over? Is it where this just the cycle is over? Is it where this karmic cycle is over? I feel like both of you might kind of keep an eye on each other, even if it is where you kind of feel like you're just at a distance. You guys might be apart and might have to, like, you know, travel to get to each other at the same time. So that's really what I'm getting for the energy there. What does your person want you to do in this connection, pile 2? Let's take a look. So, wow, we have companionship. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. And then we have the rescuer. So I'm going to read both the light and shadow. So the light attributes: provide strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation or reward. The shadow attributes: assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. Okay. So this person does not want things to be over. They still want to be your person. If it was where you guys were like in a situationship and not an actual complete, you know, we just say connection because connection can apply to any, you know, but I just feel like you guys weren't really together is what I'm getting, pile 2. So they want to be with you. They want to have a more established, a more stable type of relationship. With the rescuer, give me a second on that one. It might be where, now this is their energy, okay? So I said this to pile 1, and I'm probably going to say it on these piles. I know some of this information might come off harsh, or it might come off like I'm trying to be a certain way, and I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to tone it down as much as I can. I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to come at you guys or make you feel a certain way. This is kind of what they wish you would do, and this is what they think you should do in this connection. So when I get that, I feel like they want you to do things for them, but not expect things in return, which is kind of like, I mean, I get it, and then at the same time it's like but I think it's more of like you just doing it because out of love, because you want to, because you love them so much, and that's the kind of thing, you know. They don't want you to do something so that you can come at them later when you get mad and, you know, you're ready to go to war with them and be like, well, I did this, 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 and this, and all you did was this, you know, kind of thing. So it's like, do it because you want to. So that may or may not resonate for all of you guys. Just take what resonates on this reading, you guys. These ones are heavy, and I just, you know, I'm trying to stay lighthearted with this one. It's not completely easy because I don't want you guys to feel a certain way or to feel wrong, you know, that I'm, like I said, I'm not trying to attack you guys. I'm just going by what I'm getting here. So please don't shoot the messenger. That's all I ask. Now for the shadow attributes, assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keep the rescued one needy. I feel like that's just kind of what it is. And just don't do things for the wrong reasons, you know. If you do it because you want to, not because you feel like you're being forced to, or, you know, that you have to, because at the same time, like this one was talking about being whole on your own and embracing your aloneness. So it is where you're not putting too much pressure on the other person to do things. Like if they're not around, they're not there, like you're okay on your own, where it's not where you have to be kind of clingy, you know. And it's more healthier for both of you. So you have like your separate lives, but when you come together, it's just the world. You guys complete each other and everything is happy and all that. I feel like this is just a realistic approach to relationships and what can help you guys. That's really it is. That's what the purpose of this reading is. It's not to make you feel a certain way. If I could do this, you know, what do they need to do? I would. I can. I don't know how many of them are going to read it, or if, you know, if it's just where you want to know what they need to do in this connection. I can do that. Let me know if you guys would like to have this switched and see what does your person need to do. And if they're, you know, if that's where you can keep trying with them, if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know. Because then that'll be kind of nice too. And then you have both you, this is you guys, and then we can take a look at what your person needs to do. But if you guys aren't interested, then let me know. Either way, I really would like to know, because then I don't want to post a reading and then it's like you guys don't really care. So I want to keep readings that you guys will enjoy and watch and get something out of it. So that's what they want. Now, as far as what Spirit thinks, what they're saying, what Spirit says you need to do, pile 2. The Dragon, power, strength, energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. But you see how there's wings in both of these. That's really what caught my attention. You need to spread your wings, pile 2. You might be afraid to. Some of you might be afraid where you really do need to get away from this person. Maybe this was a karmic cycle. Maybe it is something where it is over. The power and strength. With that one, what I was getting, okay, how am I gonna say this? Like I said, I'm struggling with this reading, you guys. Please don't take it the wrong way. I don't want to say this one. I feel like you just need to find the power and strength to do what's right, because no matter what happens, you are going to be protected. Pile 2. Some of you might be in a relationship with someone who is very, very toxic. And it might be that you're in the relationship where you really need to spread your wings and get out. So that's not going to be all of you guys. You know, if that's not you, don't take it. You know, that's only for so many people. And I feel like it's just affecting you so much. It's affecting your emotions, how you're feeling day to day. Like it's really draining you out. It's heavy. It just, does it feel like a healthy relationship? No. You have swords. You have thoughts. You have someone who wants to apologize. And I mean, they're saying that they want a relationship here. But maybe it is where they're just not ready for it, because they feel like it's too demanding on them, and that's why they can't fully commit to you. And you got brown energy. I feel like you just need to really ground yourself, pile 2. It's really put your head in the clouds, and there's this need to calm down. But it's kind of like, what I'm getting right now is this relationship isn't really letting you become the person you need to be. Let me take a look at this card real quick. I never looked at the photo. Yeah. I mean, you see how like the baby's alone in the cradle and the angels are watching over them. I feel like that's you. You need to find the energy, the power, the strength to do what's right. Now, it's not going to be this way for all of you guys. I feel like this is a very... all the piles are going to be heavy today. For some of you, I mean, it's really what the Seven of Swords comes down to. Is how bad was it? Is it something that you can forgive? Is it where maybe it's a flip-flop, you know? Maybe that was your energy and that's them. Now they're like wanting it to end, and or they think it's over and they're kind of defensive, but really they still want to be with you. Take it how it resonates. But this, it's like a very heavy bump in the road for you guys, and this connection is what I'm getting. So whether or not you want to continue, if it is where you are trying to still continue with this person, then by all means do it. You know, I feel like some of these messages are certainly going to be only for specific people, and if it hits a nerve, it's probably meant for you. But if you feel like, no, that's not me, you know, first of all, be honest with yourself. And if you really just know that, no, that's not meant for me, then great, you know. Where they want the companionship and you do want the companionship, then okay, you guys need to come together, work this out, sort out the Seven of Swords energy. And what can both of you do? So your person, again, if you're going to do things, and do them just, you know, from what the Rescuer card is. Like, do it because you love me, not because you're going to make me feel like I'm obligated to return the favor. Like, that's not how love works, you know. It's just unconditional just because you want to. There's a difference between because you want to and because you're being forced to, you know. And you guys know the energy, and it's completely two different things in there. But, you know, it also can be where you're just find your strength and do it. Like, if you're going to let this person back in, and it's, or, you know, you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to forgive you, but no, you know, kind of thing. Like, this is what's going to need to happen, you know. It's not going to be like you're just going to come in and you're going to make that happen. That's not happening again. Like, you messed up once and that's it, you know. Hopefully it's just once that you've had to forgive this person for. And that's the kind of energy where you need to stand in your power. Yeah, that's what it is. Stand in your power. Find strength to stand up for yourself is really what Spirit is saying. Because it is affecting you. It's weighing heavy. Your person does want a companionship. And if they just messed up because they were stupid, it's just something where you guys are going to have to communicate. That's what it comes down to. And that's where I'm going to leave it at. Because I don't want to keep going on and wear you guys down. Because it's wearing me down right now. So we're going to do songs. So we're going to see. The songs are going to be of how they're feeling about you, pile 2. So I feel like this is a positive way to end the reading. And yeah, that's really all there is to it. So. Okay. The first song, They Don't Know, John B. Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one. And I feel like actually that really fits with that Seven of Swords energy. You guys have to let me know. If you don't know that song, look up the lyrics, because you guys will see. Yeah, let me know. I'm really curious on that part. A love song. Adele. Got some Adele present. We didn't get Adele in the last reading. We're going to do 5 songs, you guys, so a few more. Circles, Post Malone, yeah. Maybe it's just this, another cycle ending. Circles came out in the last reading. Pile 3, I want to say, if you guys selected pile 3 and you picked this pile, let me know. I feel like we're continuing your story here almost. Okay, I'm trying to get this stupid thing. Another one tried to come out. I don't want it. Stay, Rihanna. And I feel like that's what the companionship is. Kind of like where they know they've messed up, but they still want to be with you. But it's caused you to be really defensive and protective over yourself. And you should. It's like you should protect your energy, you know? See how this tie in? They're just... one more song, and then we'll close out your reading pile too. Ocean, Martin Garrix. So, I don't remember the lyrics off the top of my head for that one. Let me know what you guys think, how those apply. Yeah, like if you did select pile 3 in the last pick a card I did, let me know. And then let me know what you think about that John B song and the 7 of Swords energy, because that's the deceptive kind of thing. And I feel like that might really apply for some of you. I feel like a lot of you might relate to that more. Sorry, let me get a drink of water. So that's what I have for you, pile 2. I hope this helps. If anything, this is just meant to help you. It is not meant to come at you. It's not made, you know, I'm not trying to do anything to hurt you guys. I'm not. This is just, every reading I do is meant to help you guys in one way or another. So I hope you guys please just remember that. And please don't kill the messenger. Sorry. Let me know if the songs, what you think about the songs and the reading, if it resonates for you. I love hearing you guys' story. In the last reading, I'm telling you, I've read a lot of the comments. I have to go back through and let you guys know that I've seen them, because I have seen them, and it's crazy. You guys don't know how much they make me smile. I love seeing it. It just means a lot that you guys are able to relate to them. So I know this one's a big, different feel as far as this reading, but just, you know, take what you can, and if it is where you are serious about this person, then hopefully this will kind of help you out in a way. But like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and click on that bell icon so you do get notified when I post another pick a card reading. I do hope to get another pick a card reading soon, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be very light, not very lighthearted, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit, it won't be as intense. So that is what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you guys so much again for your support. Truly, truly appreciate it, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome, glad to have you here. If you have already been subscribed to my channel, whether for months or days or a day, thank you. Thank you for tuning into this pick a card reading again. Appreciate your guys' support. Today's pick a card reading is a viewer requested from brandelynmarie. And I hope I'm saying her name right. I'm so sorry if I'm not Brandy. I feel like I should just say Brandy to make it simple. But she had a viewer request, and Brandy has been she's been with this channel since it started, really. And she's been so supportive, and I just cannot thank her enough. And this is kind of my way of thanking her. So it really does mean a lot. And so it's nice having kind of friendships with you guys, because that's what, you know, it's just, I don't know, I'm gonna leave it there. But the request was, what do I need to do in this connection right now? What moves should I take, if any? And so, like I've been telling all the piles, I wanted to figure out how I should approach that, because I didn't want it to be like, this is what you need to do, you know, and give you like a laundry list of things, and then it's like, you know, people will get mad. I know it. Sometimes it's hard to hear. I get it. So I wanted to figure out a way to bring this reading to you, to also do the request because of it being Brandy's. And this is what I came up with. So I'm breaking it up into 4 parts. The first part is what's going on in your connection. Second part, what does your person want you to do in this connection? So this is from them. The third part is, what does Spirit say you need to do in this connection? And then finally at the end, I have songs for you guys. Since you guys seem to really enjoy the last reading. I know I did. I had fun pulling the songs. So it's been fun for the other 2 piles. You guys, it is intense. I'm not gonna lie. These have been intense, and I'm saying this right now. I am trying to bring this information to you in the most loving way possible. I am not trying to come at you with tough love. I could, if you guys want a tough love reading, let me know. But I'm not trying to do that, because I've said this on one of the other piles. I pulled for myself, and let me tell you, some of the cards I've gotten, ooh, they hit me hard. They hit me hard. When you ask spirit, spirit ain't playing. And my spirit guides and my angels were not playing with me, and they let me know when they need to, yeah, when they when they know I need to be put in my place. Yeah. So I am not trying to do that with you guys. I love my angels and archangels, so I'm saying I'm trying to make this as gentle as I can, but so you guys get the information, and you guys will know, you know if you're being honest with yourself whether or not the messages apply. So I leave it there. You guys have this beautiful Dalmatian salt and pepper type stone. It is called the Sesame stone. That's what it's called. So that's the game plan, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So what do we have here? We have these cards are what your person wants you to do in the connection. These cards are what spirit says you need to do. And then we have traditional tarot for what's going on in your connection. So we have the Chariot, the Five of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Hermit now. You guys. All of these readings, I can't catch a break. Oh, last reading was beautiful, but damn, these readings are intense. Okay, so there is sadness. There is heavy, I won't say dark energy, but there's a lot of heaviness, a lot of sadness. I'm hearing guilt. It could be that someone has moved on, someone has walked away from the connection, or there's just been a time of separation, but it's been very heavy for someone where they just kind of feel left just alone and kind of in despair. I'm getting possibly even some type, a little bit of depression, a lot of grief, and they just kind of withdrawn, like they just have no desire to really do anything. And yeah, that would be depression type of vibes. So we do have Virgo, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I want to say the Chariot is also Cancer. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. I can't think right now with that one. You do have two major arcana cards, which I don't think any of the other piles have gotten. I don't think pile 1 or pile 2 did, so that kind of to me intensifies this energy. So it could have been, that was there a third party and someone walked away, causing this separation, or kind of like, I need a timeout, like I can't deal with you right now kind of thing because of what's been going on in this. So I feel like both of you might have been trying to get answers, possibly from spirit, also from friends, maybe from family. I don't feel like it's you guys. I feel like you guys are the ones who are in that Chariot, like, no, I'm not, no, like, I don't want to deal with this, and it left your person heartbroken. But I feel like it's also you, because you're like, you made me, you're kind of like, you made me walk away kind of energy, if that makes sense. So it's very heavy, very heavy. Like I said, I cannot catch a break today. I am gonna do a reading tomorrow because I can't leave you guys with this heavy energy. Ooh, it's intense. Okay, so these are the first cards that we're looking at are, what does your person, what do they want you to do in this connection? So the Oracle cards. Truth. When everything is done as an offering, even the act of speaking, you get shown when to talk and when to be silent. Your words come from silence, not fear. You do the talking, dear Lord. Talk me over and speak through me. That's the first card. Look at that. You have two Hermits, pile 3. Wow. Light attributes. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. That's the light attributes. Your shadow attributes. Withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. Wow. So heavy Virgo energy is what I'm getting from you guys. I feel like your person doesn't really know what you want. I feel like they don't, feel like they're getting the truth. Now, I feel like pile three, you guys are justified in your reasons. If you have moved on, or at least separated from them, or kind of disengaged, kind of took a break from this connection because of whatever happened. Because like I said, this Three of Swords, that's both of you. There's no doubt in my mind it's both of you. And with the Hermit, I feel like maybe that's going to be your energy. I feel like you are the first and fourth card, and then I feel like your person is the Cups and the Three of Swords. But you guys let me know how that applies. Really what I'm getting is, I feel like they want an opportunity to speak the truth to you. And I feel like at the same time, they just want kind of like a heart-to-heart type of conversation where you guys kind of spill it all out, like, this is what I want, what do you want? I feel like your person's just kind of not really seeing the big picture, you know, like this one over here, just focusing on that. They're not seeing those other two cups back there. They're just focusing on these rough times right now. The Hermit, I think this person wants you to come back, is really what it is. They want you to get out of this energy of being withdrawn, not really communicating with them, not really speaking, you know, what your truth is. Really is what it has come down to. But again, I do feel you guys are justified, pile one. So I was telling this to pile two, so you guys let me know. This is intense because I know this is information for you. And whether or not I do what does your person need to do in a connection is up to you guys, and you guys letting me know if I should or shouldn't. Like, I know this is okay, this is you, but what does your person need to do? Is it something where you guys want to know that? I'm pretty sure you guys might already know what they need to do, but let me know. If you do want to see that reading, let me know. If you don't, let me know too, because I'm not really sure whether or not I should do it. I kind of feel like, well, they're not going to watch it, so what's the point? But if it helps you guys, then I will certainly do, you know, their part. And if you can get them to watch it, then hey, great, you know, maybe it'll help them out. But it's up to you guys. Let me know on there. Okay, what does Spirit say you need to do, pile three? Restriction, creative project. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a look at, this is 35. I'm going to take a look at that one. So what was I saying about them not seeing the whole picture? The book itself says, ask, how did I get here? What am I not seeing? What needs repairing? Once answers come, so does relief from the bondage of circumstances and mind. So it feels like you guys are kind of in that Eight of Swords energy, where you're just feeling trapped. You're in this prison of thoughts regarding your person. Because you've withdrawn, it's like even though you're not talking to them, you're still thinking about them. They're still in your energy, and it's bringing you down because it's not really positive thoughts that you're having. And I mean, with the cards, yeah, it's kind of obvious why. So it is where I feel like you need this time. You know, you're taking this time to yourself, but I feel like the questions and the things that you're thinking about, you kind of need to redirect yourself. So I think like with the creative project, it will, one, get you out of your head, you know, get you out of all these thoughts that you're having. Sorry, cut off. And a creative project might just spark or open your eyes or kind of give you some sense of clarity as far as the situation and what you need to do. I feel like there is a lot more going on in your pile number three that I am not picking up on. So this is really more of what, you know, what your person wants you to do, what Spirit wants you to do. But I feel like there's just, I could probably do a whole reading just for you guys. You know, I just feel like there's so much going on here. And so with Spirit, you know, their advice right now is you need to redirect your energy. The creative project card, let me just read it. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites your passion towards your life. You guys might be in this depressed. You're just not really having any desire to do anything. You might just kind of be binge watching shows, not really talking to people, not really socializing, really just keeping to yourself. And once you find something that really sparks your interest, it will bring you back to life and kind of get you out of this hole that you're in, this little hellhole almost is what it feels like. Pile 3, you guys have intense energy. Oh, you guys have intense energy. I'm debating whether or not I want to see. I'm gonna do this real quick. Let me shuffle. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna shuffle, and then I'm gonna have some cards as far as possible future outcomes for you guys, because I just, all the piles have been heavy, no lie. I cannot get a break whatsoever, and I just want to see what I can get. So let me shuffle. I'll be right back, you guys. You guys won't know anyways, because yeah. Okay, pile 3. So I took a look. I did some shuffling of new cards, and I wanted to see, you know, what's a possible outcome for you guys. And I feel like if you really take this time to redirect your energy, redirect your thoughts, you're gonna get out of this imprisonment. You know, I was saying 8 of Swords energy, and it's here. So this one's reversed though, so which is a lot more positive than what you're currently in, because currently you're in this energy. But possible outcome is you're gonna get out of it. You know, it's gonna help you focusing and reigniting your passion for life. And then you really need to decide what is it that you want, because again, you're in this 7 of Cups energy where you have all these different thoughts, you're thinking different things, different options, playing out all kinds of scenarios in your head, I'm getting. But once you decide, it's like, that's okay, you have the one thing that you're really focused on. And then there could be a brand new beautiful beginning, and especially with this relationship. And it's only if you guys want it, you know. This is energy, it's always changing, always evolving, but you know, if you take the advice, this is a possible outcome. And if it's what you want, then yes, it can happen. And then at the bottom of the deck was the King of Flamingos, which is the King of Swords. So I feel like there'll be some clarity, there'll be some communication and fixing things, which is good. So now let's take a look at what your songs are. So these are songs as far as what are your person's feelings towards you right now. So let's see how this goes for you, pile 3. We've got What a Man Gotta Do, Jonas Brothers. That one came up, I think, in one of last reading. We have 10,000 Hours, Don Shay and JB. Okay. This is the current feeling, so kind of deep in their feels almost a little bit. And I feel like that 5 of Cups, you know, kind of just thinking things over too. The Luckiest, Ben Folds. I kind of feel like you guys are mirroring each other, those two, at the same time. And maybe that's why there's 2 Hermits. You guys are kind of each in your own corner, kind of hiding and not speaking. Both heartbroken and sad. Nobody Knows, Tony Rich, yeah. Let's do one more. We have Need You Now, Lady Antebellum. So that's another one that came up. So you guys, I know this was intense, but if anything, I hope this helps you guys in a way. If not, at least maybe the songs help you to know what their feelings are and kind of tying it all together. But comment, you know, if this resonated for you, if, you know, the songs really do a fit more than I think they do. I don't know. I feel like they do for this pile. Let me know. again, this one's just to help you guys. I'll post another one that's more lighthearted, I promise. So that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you guys so much for your time. Like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and if you do, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick card. That is all I have. So thank you guys again, and I'm sorry if anything was too intense or just too much. I'm sorry, but hopefully it helped. Hopefully it gave some kind of guidance for your connection, and that's really all it is, you guys. So either way, thank you, thank you, thank you, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 4. You guys are the Lapis Lazuli pile. Thank you so much for tuning into this pick a card reading. If you are new, hello and welcome. If you are already subscribed, whether for months or a day or so, thank you as well. Appreciate it and so happy to have you guys here. Today's pick a card reading is a viewer requested, and I was saying this one is a special one. Not that the other ones aren't good, it's just that this comes from someone who's been a supporter of my channel since I started, and brandelynmarie, thank you so much. I'm gonna put it in the description so she doesn't miss it. I don't know what pile she's gonna pick, but she's been very, very supportive, and when I saw that she posted a request, I wanted to, because I'm just so grateful, you know, and I'm so grateful to all of you who support my channel. It really does mean a lot. So it just means just to have that kind of support, it's very special. It does mean a lot to me, guys. So today's pick a card reading is from her, and the way that it came in, the request was, what do I need to do in this connection right now? What moves should I take, if any? So, you know, you ask Spirit one thing and you get something, you know. So I had to think about this one. I didn't want to just come at you guys because I felt like that's what was possibly going to happen, because I know I've pulled cards for myself and I get told. It is no sugarcoating, no, you know, not, it's like, this is what it is, and it's like, it hurts. It really it takes a toll on you. And so I, as much as I appreciate my angels, or angels for you guys, and ascended masters for all their help during these readings and all that I do, just even in my personal life, I don't want it to be a tough love type of reading. If you guys are interested in a tough love type of reading, let me know, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of dislikes on that one, but I'll do it. I'm not trying to be in that energy though, you guys. So I wanted to do this a little bit more toned down. I'm trying to be as careful with my words as possible, because it is something that you're pretty much getting information and you're getting the truth, and some people avoid it, some people ignore it, you sweep it under the rug, you know, whatever it is. And it's kind of like, if this resonates for you, then you know, and it's all going to make sense what I'm saying, or you already know, you know, it's probably happened in other readings as well. So the way that I have it done is I split it up into 4 parts because I wanted to figure out how can I do this, so it's not just focusing on that. So we're looking at what the overall, what's going on in your connection. Then we'll take a look at what does your person want you to do, and then it's what Spirit is saying what you need to do. And then at the very end we're going to do songs, because I feel like we need a light at the end of the tunnel, because this one, I'm not going to lie you guys, piles 1 and 3, they've all been intense. They've been heavy energy. I honestly will be surprised if you guys have something different. Can't catch a break. Can't catch a break. So I will take a look. We'll put your Lapis Lazuli over here. And that's actually, I don't know if you guys can really see, that's the polished, the raw. It looks like that. So it's not as pretty, but it's still a pretty color blue. Alright, enough. Let's get to your reading. So these cards, your oracle cards, as far as what your person wants you to do. Then we have these cards as far as what Spirit says you need to do. And we have oracle, traditional oracle and traditional tarot, sorry, as far as what is going on in your connection. So we have the Knight of Swords to begin. Ace of Swords, look at that, 2 swords. We have the 2 of Wands, the Knight of Cups. So we have knights, 2 knights. We have 2 swords. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. on board. You guys have 0 major arcanas. You guys are all in minor arcanas. So I feel like the energy is not as intense as some of the other piles. So that's a plus. I feel like there is a need for communication. I feel like almost like there's one person, it possibly could be both. I feel like both of you are kind of thinking about the future. You're both thinking about what is going to happen with this connection. Where is it going? Where is it going to lead us? There's this need. I feel like both of you are looking at that Ace of Swords like, I want clarity. I need to know. I want answers. What is going on? Do I stay? Do I let go? Is what I'm getting. There's someone, I feel like there's going to be movement. You guys have two knights. I feel like there's going to be movement in your connection soon. I'm not going to look at time frames. It might be sooner than you think, because Knight of Swords, that's pretty fast. And then you have the Knight of Cups, and you know, like I think of like a, depends on the running stream of water, how fast it moves, but it could be a lot sooner than you think. So it's kind of, it's not going to be days. I don't want to say days. Maybe weeks. Okay. So, but I do feel like once there is this type of movement, there is going to be communication. There's going to bring, it's going to be this clarity that's going to be coming in with this movement. So what's going on in your connection? It's kind of just both of you waiting to see what this Knight of Cups is going to do. Like, okay, what's the offer going to be? I feel like it's mostly planning. You guys are like in the planning stages. Like, what would I tell them? Like, I don't know. I'm getting maybe someone who's kind of rehearsing what they want to tell their person and what they want to say to them. And then maybe the other person, like, what, kind of playing out different scenarios, like thinking about, like, okay, daydreaming of, if they do come, what is it they're going to say? What are they going to do? What, you know, that kind of thing. So there's just a lot of, and that kind of explains the two swords cards. So you guys are very much in your thoughts. There's a little bit of emotions here too, but there is also some passion. But I feel like you guys are mostly in the planning. I'm getting planning type of energy. So that's what's going on. But what does your person want you to do? Now, this is your person. This isn't me. Just remember that. Make it God's. Release the idea of mine. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my dear Lord. And then we have guide. The light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. The shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay. And this is what I'm getting. Your person is wanting you to not push. Your person is wanting you to let things happen and unfold in the way that they're meant to. I'm gonna say it. I feel like your person's like, you and I both know it's coming down. Like, it's gonna, when the time is meant, like when it's meant to happen, it's going to. Divine timing, key phrase. There you go. And I feel like what they're wanting you to do is just kind of focus on your life. And when things are meant to unfold between the two of you, let spirit guide you, because you guys, I'm getting you guys are protected. I don't know why, but I'm getting that right now. I feel like you guys are both protected. This person is wanting you to kind of surrender, let it go, and it'll happen when it's meant to. It's kind of just like this impatience that this person is picking up on from you. And I try not to. Like, I've been really good about not saying it, but it's possible twin flame for energy for this pile. So it's like when one feels one way, it's almost like the twin can pick up on the energy. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I completely understand the twin flame journey. I can tell you what I think, what I know, but do I truly understand every single detail of this whole twin flame? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you supposed to be with them? You're not supposed to be. I really couldn't tell you. I could do a reading and see what spirit, you know, what they would tell me, and then I can pass it on to you as I'm doing a reading. But that energy of impatience, of anxiety, your person picks up on it too if you are a twin flame. If you identify with the twin flame, then that's for you. And it's something that they pick up on when you're impatient, when you're unhappy, when you're just like this rushing energy. It hits them too. So it's kind of like, kind of back off in a way. Don't take that the wrong way, but kind of like, let me breathe. That's really what they want. Like, it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen, if it's meant to happen kind of energy. Just trust in God, make it God, let them do it, let the divine figure it out. I mean, you have both of these talking about God and the divine, so it's just trust spirit, trust that we're going to be led down the right path of whatever is meant to happen. Just trust and believe and surrender and let go. Yeah. Yeah. So, what does spirit want you to do in this connection? Ooh, forgiveness. And then you were only supposed to get one of these. You actually got two, so I'm interested to see what cards came out for you guys. Entrepreneur and fresh air. Okay, so let me read these cards for you guys. Entrepreneur, self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. And then we have, your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today or as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. So you're inside, it's time to get out, get a little fresh air, clear your mind of these thoughts that are kind of consuming you, and focus on something else. Put your attention elsewhere, because all those thoughts, it's like affecting both of you, I guess, is what I'm getting. And then entrepreneur. Now for some of you, it is where you've possibly have been thinking about running your own business, doing a little side hustle. Spirit's like, you know, it suits you. For the rest of you, if that's not something you've really thought about, you're kind of not really thinking about it. I mean, you probably are thinking about your financial situation with everything that's going on. But the biggest thing here is working, where it says for working for yourself allows you to hear, to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So it's knowing, not only is your person saying that, trust what spirit has laid out for whatever's meant to happen for us, but spirit is also cut off on me, you guys, sorry. But spirit is also saying, we are with you, we are guiding you, we are protecting you, we are showing you the way, we are on your team, we want the best for you. So just remember that. So, and it's something where you just kind of have to release the rein, you know, kind of just, okay, don't hold so tight to that leash, you know, let go a little bit and let things happen the way it's supposed to. And forgiveness. Your person is wanting your forgiveness. But this is spirit. Spirit is saying you need to forgive yourself. That's really what I was getting. I feel like this is, it's both though. If your person has done you wrong, let you down, whatever it is that you're holding a grudge about, the spirit's like, you need to forgive them. If you love them, you have to let go of that grudge. Now, it's also where you possibly need to forgive yourself for not knowing any better, for messing up. It happens to everybody. There is not a single soul on this planet that has not ever messed up. Never. Ever. So it's just letting it go. Letting it go and moving on to the next thing. I feel like it's just energy that's holding you guys back. I'm leaving it there. So you guys, I think they're pretty straightforward with what their advice is. Just kind of really get your head out of the clouds and let go of whatever's meant to happen. Just trust. Just trust and forgive yourself for anything in the past. So we're going to take a look at songs now. to close out your reading pile for. So these, what I'm doing with the songs, I'm doing what their current feelings are towards you. So we're going to do 5 songs today, and we'll see what we get for your pile. Just one. I get run, and then like the other ones are like on the top of my finger. There we go. Say You Won't Let Go by James Arthur. And it's like, yeah, they're holding on, not afraid to let go, because you're gonna let go, and it's like that trust fall, you know? Okay. Crazy in Love by Beyonce. Someone Like You, Adele. Okay. There's 2 more. One in a Million, Aaliyah. Wow. You guys had some beautiful and deep songs. Yeah. I'm liking it. I hope you guys like them too. Look at the lyrics if you don't know some of them. Last song. Okay, come on. Which one? Which one? That one. Okay. Burn by Usher. Okay. So those are your songs, pile 4. I know this was an intense reading. Probably heavier than you probably might have liked. That's why the songs at the end I feel kind of maybe brought you up a little bit more. I feel like you guys have some beautiful songs here to remember what they're feeling about you, especially with this. So let me know if you guys do want what do they need to do in this connection type of reading, yes or no, what you thought about the songs. Yeah, just let me know. Like I said, this last reading that I did, I love reading you guys' comments. It really just was really awesome to see all of them. Seeing you guys really just loving the song. So that is what I have. I'm going to do another pick a card, you guys. I'm not going to leave you with this intense energy. I'm not going to leave myself with this intense energy. I'm going to go meditate probably after this and get rid of it. But I hope this helps. You know, this reading, all the readings that I do are meant to help you in some way. And I know it is for entertainment purposes, but as long as it can help guide you, give you an idea of what your person is thinking, what they want, maybe it can help you, you know, especially if you do want to be with them and continue and build a stronger relationship with them. But if not, at least you know what their feelings are in songs. So that's what I have. So that is all I have for you, pile 4. Let me know, like, share, subscribe if you're not already. And if you do subscribe, just remember to click on that bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card. I'm probably going to post one tomorrow because there's no way I'm going to end. I know it's Mother's Day tomorrow. I'm going to figure out a way to get a reading to you guys tomorrow, so I will do that. But that is what I have, and I hope to see you guys on the next pick a card. Thank you so much again for your support and for watching. Bye.